will be known as the way. And this will be our salute. To them.
Mr. Ross, for the first time I feel like I'm part of something great.
Mr. Ross, this is like being born again.
Mr. Ross, I feel the same way.
Mr. Ross, I'm proud of the Wave.
Robert, what is our motto?
Mr. Ross, strength through discipline, strength through community.
Very good, Robert. Remain standing, please. Now, Peter, Amy, Eric.
Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Now, Brian, Andrea, Laurie. Join them and repeat.
Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Louder.
Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Strength through discipline, strength through community. Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Louder.
Strength through discipline, strength through
Here's a pamphlet, learn all about the Wave. Here you go. Pamphlet, learn all about the Wave. Wait, here's a pamphlet, learn all about the Wave. Here you go. You can drink it. These are all lies. She can't be allowed to say these things. It's not important. Nobody cares what Laurie's writing or what she has to say. But anybody who reads this will get the wrong idea about the Wave.
And this is the second article she's written.
Relax. There's always going to be people who won't believe in what we're trying to do.
But if we don't watch out, those people are going to ruin it for the rest of us.
Laurie Saunders is a threat. She must be stopped.
Don't worry.
David.
Hey, here she comes.
Let me take care of this, okay?
Okay. As long as she understands how important this is. We're not playing around with games anymore, you know?
talk to you. It's real important. It's okay. Nobody else is coming.
Well, I'm not used to seeing you by yourself anymore. Where are your troops?
Look, Lori, will you just listen to me for a minute, please?
David, we said everything that we had to say to each other the other day. Now, I don't want to rehash it, so just leave me alone.
Lori, you gotta stop writing that stuff against the wave. You're causing all kinds of problems.
The wave is causing the problems, David.
It is not. Look, Lori, we want you with us, not against us.
Well, count me out. I told you I quit. This is not a game anymore. People are beginning to get hurt.
All right, so few people are getting hurt along the way. But it's for the good of the whole. Why can't you see that? Look, it's a new system. We can make it work.
Not with me, you can't. Let go of me.
Look, Lori, you've got to stop.
David, let go of my arm!
Lori, stop writing those articles and keep your mouth shut about the wave.
I will write, and I will say anything that I want to, and you can't stop me!
We can and we will.
I hate you! I hate the wave! I hate all of you!
Shut up!
Robert, Eric, Ryan, please escort these two out of the room and see that they stay out.
Amy, please listen to me!
They're lying! Don't listen to him! He's lying!
In a moment, our national leader will address us. Robert.
Mr. Ross, yes.
Turn on the television set. Yes, there is. There's your leader.
Wir sind gefordert als von den Millionen der übrigen Volksgenossen. Für sie genügt nicht die bloße Ablegung des Bekenntnisses Ich glaube, sondern das Spur Ich setze.
Now listen carefully. There is no national youth movement. You were so special. Better than everyone outside this room. You traded your freedom for the luxury of feeling superior. You accepted the group's will over your own convictions, no matter who you hurt. Oh, you thought you were just going along for the ride, that you could walk away at any moment. But where were you heading? How far would you have gone? Take a look at your future.
Als das Gebot ihres Herzens nichts hergerufen hat, als das Gebot ihrer Treue.
Yes, you would have all made good Nazis. You would have put on the uniforms, turned your heads, and allowed your friends and neighbors to be persecuted and destroyed. Fascism isn't something those other people did. It's right here, in all of us. You ask, how could the German people do nothing as millions of innocent human beings were murdered? How could they claim they weren't involved? What causes people to deny their own history? Well, if history repeats itself, you'll all want to deny what has happened to you in the wave. But if our experiment is successful, you will have learned that we are all responsible for our own actions, and that you must question what you do rather than blindly follow a leader, and that for the rest of your lives, you will never allow a group's will to usurp your individual rights. I know this has been painful for you. It certainly has for me. But it's a lesson we'll all share for the rest of our lives.
Yes, take children from the faith of their fathers and teach them the state is the only church. And the head of the state is the voice of God. Of course, the children from this assembly line belong to the state to be scientifically trained for conquest. In Italy, it began when an ambitious rabble-rouser set his followers marching on Rome. The country, like every other country after the last war, was torn by political unrest, hard times, unemployment. Two courses were available to the Italian people. They could solve their problems in a free, democratic way, or they could let someone else do the solving for them. They made the tragic mistake of choosing the second course. They put their trust and faith in this one man. They believed he represented them. Actually, he planned to betray them for the selfish interests of himself and the group back of him, just as he had earlier betrayed those who first supported him. In Germany, another and even more forceful demagogue set his followers marching from the Munich beer hall. He too had the sinister opportunity to take advantage of post-war chaos. The wealthy and powerful industrialists were fearful of losing any of their wealth and power and were ready to back anyone who would retain it for them. He promised to take care of them, too. This man cunningly played all these ends against the middle and ruthlessly set out to murder the newborn German Republic. Stop thinking and follow me, cried Hitler. I will make you masters of the world. And the people answered, Heil! Stop thinking and believe in me, bellowed Mussolini, and I will restore the glory that was Rome. And the people answered, Duce, Duce. Stop thinking and follow your God Emperor, cried the Japanese warlords, and Japan will rule the world. And the people answered, Banzai, Banzai. Each system was alike in that the constitutional law-making bodies gave up their power. And these elected representatives became collections of stooges, rubber stamp organizations. Applauding on cue the words of the leaders.
Each system did away with free speech and free assembly. Each system did away with a free press and substituted a press controlled by the party. Through their ministries of propaganda, each took complete control of the theater, the movies, the radio. Every cultural activity and every channel of information was controlled by the most important members of the party. Each enforced its decrees by an army of secret police who held the power of life and death over every individual. And for the few who still believed in freedom and said so, there was a ready answer. Each abolished labor unions and the rights of bargaining for wages.
Fertig machen zur Meldung! Achtung! Heiler! Heiler! Lassen Sie weiterarbeiten! Weiterarbeiten!
And under the pretext of patriotism established a system of forced labor.
Forget hours. Forget working conditions. Forget how to think. Forge the club of blood and iron. Let the democracies talk about freedom. No freedom here. No labor unions. No overtime. The Führer tells you where to work, when to work, how long to work, how much your work is worth. Forge the club of blood and iron. We have a sacred mission. Today we rule Germany. Tomorrow, the world.
To the German geopolitician, the world is not made up of men and women and children who live and love and dream of better things. It is made up of only two elements, labor and raw materials. The geopolitician's job was to transform Hitler's ambition to control these elements into cold, hard reality.
It was time for Hitler to put his plan into action. And what was he waiting for? He was waiting to soften up his victims, keep them from uniting. For the softening up process, he sent his agents all over the world disguised as tourists, students, and commercial travelers. Payoff men like Ribbentrop came too, to bribe, threaten, and form local fascist parties such as de Grelle and his Rexist party in Belgium, such as Larocque and his Cross of Fire party in France, Henlein in Czechoslovakia, Seyss-Inquart and his National Socialists in Austria. In Britain, Sir Oswald Mosley offered himself to the people as a Hitler with an Oxford accent.
In other words, I'm told that Hitler is mad. Well, I've got another view myself.
These subversive fascist organizations provoked riots and rebellions, creating scenes like these in France. Scenes like these in Belgium. And where do you think this is? Right in Madison Square Garden, USA. And this is Fritz Kuhn, leader of a German-American Bund, hiding behind the American flag, but taking his orders from Berlin and copying the methods of Berlin. That was the softening up process outside Germany.
Finally, there is only one obstacle left. I am absolutely clear in my own mind, and I think I can speak for the Führer as well, that both the Catholic and Protestant churches must vanish from the life of our people.
Thus spoke Dr. Alfred Rosenberg, And if you have any doubt that he spoke for his Fuhrer, here's what happened. Thousands of other men of God, Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, were persecuted, arrested, confined in concentration camps.
Our Fuhrer is the intermediary between his people and the throne of God. Everything the Fuhrer utters is religion in the highest sense. It is only on one or two exceptional points that Christ and Hitler stand comparison, for Hitler is far too big a man to be compared with one so petty.
Yes, in these lands, the people surrendered their liberties and threw away their human dignity. They gave up their rights as individual human beings. And became a part of a mass, a human herd.